No.
Yay, we are live. Hello. No technical problems today. Yet. Touch wood. Okay. Hello, we are Joe and Scott. Welcome back to Stay-at-Home Tennis.
With Joe and Scott.
With Joe and Scott. The things you will need today are...
So you're going to need 3 items to put on the floor. That's actually going to be used in our first exercise today. We're using alcohol bottles.
Yes.
They're not empty. You'll also need a towel, a racket, and a couple of tennis balls. Okay?
Brilliant.
All of those things. Give you a few moments to get them while Scott does some interpretive dance.
I do, yeah. Not yet.
No.
Right, so yes, the first things you will need are those 3 items, okay? So collect your 3 floor items. They could be pillows, they could be playing cards, they could be bottles, okay? And you need to put them on the floor, spread them out from one side to another. Okay, can you see that on there? Just about. I tell you what, I will improve the camera quality there so you can actually see. There you go, super. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you can see our 3 items. So what you are going to do is this.
Okay, so we're still practicing some crossover steps that we practiced yesterday. So I'm going to start on one side of the items and I'll move, crossover, come back again. Crossover, and then crossover back in. Obviously, as the distance gets greater, the size of your crossover step is going to get bigger too. So right now, as I'm going to the third one, I'm going to really push off my right leg. I managed to get there in one step and back again. You might not be able to get all the way back. Okay, and then we go again to the first one, to the second one, to the third one. Okay, and we keep going. First, second, third. Always make sure you get back to the side of that first item. Don't get behind it. You shouldn't just be here and then here again. Remember, we are really trying to practice using various different size crossover steps. So let's always make sure you're doing that. Okay?
Right, you're going to do that activity for 30 seconds every time you... Am I doing it first?
You, of course.
Oh, great. Every time you complete all 3, that counts as 1 point. Okay? So, Joe's going to start off 30 seconds.
Okay, I will do the timing.
Do it. Bruno and Jack are here. I'm using oven gloves. Well done for using oven gloves.
You have your 3 oven gloves?
3 oven gloves, wow.
We have 3 oven gloves. Okay, right, everybody. Your 30 seconds starts on the buzzer. Beep! So he's doing a crossover step. If you look at Scott's feet, if you are not having a go and you're watching, he's always maintaining that crossover step. Left leg, right leg as he's moving to his left. Now left leg as he's moving to his right. He's always using the leg that's furthest away from where he's trying to move to, because that one can push and shift all the way back across. Remember, it's all 3 to score 1 point. You've got 2 seconds left. Can you get there? Stop there.
That counts, right? That was 3, I think. Right, let me get out of the way. Let us know your scores. I managed to do 3 runs of 3. You're going to have a second go, or you're going to try and beat us or beat the other person in your room. Starting now. While I get my breath back. That's it. So remember, you should be facing us, facing your TV, facing your laptop. That's it. Keep it, making sure that you're doing those crossover steps. Your body shouldn't be pointing to the side when you're doing this activity. There you go. Got 10 seconds left. Just doing a good job. That's it. Come on, you've got 3 seconds. Come on, you can do it. Stop there. Very good. Ooh. How many did you get?
5.
5. Well done. Okay. So hopefully that's got you nice and warmed up. Who else is here? 3 for 3 treasures from Barney. Well done, Barney. 13 for Marina. My gosh.
You just spread those items out a little bit.
You just spread the items out. 4 from Jack. 3 from Nina. 4 from Daniel. Well done. Some very good scores, guys. Okay. Next activity is you need a tennis ball. And you can do this one in pairs or you can do it against the wall. This is a balancing and catching exercise. We are going to be on one leg. Oh, well, actually, one of us is going to be on one leg. One of us is the thrower. So I'm going to throw alternating sides, okay, to Joe's right side, then to Joe's left side. So it's going to slightly put him off balance. He's got to reach and catch, okay, maintaining his balance, and then throw it back to me. So I throw to his right, throws back, then I throw to his left, throws back. and he's got to maintain his balance every single time. Okay, this is really important to be balanced as a tennis player. You don't want to be falling over when you're hitting the ball. If you are on your own, then you are doing it against a wall, and you're going to be on one leg. You're going to catch with your right, then catch with your left. Okay?
Try not to throw any artwork.
Yeah, I nearly hit the artwork there. So you can do it in a pairs or on your own. Remember, if you're doing it in pairs, one person actually stands with 2 feet on the floor and they're the thrower, they're the feeder.
Okay. Remember, you're working together, so make sure that when I'm throwing it back to Scott, here I'm going to throw it back to Scott, I'm not throwing it out to his sides either. If you find this a bit more difficult, you could use 2 hands to catch. If you find it really, really, really difficult, try and use one hand but keep both feet on the floor and try to keep the feet still.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Ready?
Right.
30 seconds. See how many successful catches you can do. Joe's on one leg, and off we go. I need to look. My watch isn't going to vibrate.
No, why not?
Because it's low on battery.
Mine doesn't vibrate, which is why I have to fix it every time.
There we go. So I'm throwing it side to side. Joe's catching with one hand, keeping his balance. If your leg tires, you can change legs. Whoops. There we go. Remember, you're not throwing it too far away from them. It has to be gettable. That's it. Come on, 3 seconds left. And stop there.
He did that deliberately slowly there.
I did, yeah, I'm just slowing it down. Okay, we're going to change over rolls. So, how many did you get? Did you count?
12.
12 catches. Right, now I'm going to be the person balancing. Joe is going to, or should I still? No, you do it.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, right.
We're
We're home round number 2.
Let us know your scores.
Absolutely, do let us know scores. We're always interested. And the beep is beep. Oh no, wait. That was a false alarm there. No beep. Beep.
There we go. Right, I'll count.
So Scott's doing his counting. I'm going to be looking at my watch down every now and then to make sure that I know what the time is. I don't know why I'm doing it on one leg. There you go. I've got the easy job now.
You can do it if you want to.
I'm going to vary my height for Scott a little bit here, so he's got to sometimes bend down a bit lower, sometimes have to reach up a little bit. That will really affect his balance and how he's doing this. He's going to have a good score here because we're doing this quite fast as a team. And stop there.
15. You should feel your quad really working hard to keep your balance there.
Maybe you have to have a second go after, otherwise you'll end up with the leg like this.
Yeah, exactly. Alternate legs. So you make sure you've got good balance on both sides. Okay, next activity. You need 2 tennis balls and a racket. So I'm going to get Joe's demo.
Okay, if you don't have a second tennis ball, that's absolutely fine. Or if you find this exercise really difficult, it is quite tricky. You could just put something down that's not going to move. So I could, for example, use a cushion. Okay, so I'm going to demo with the cushion, but I'll do my real go without it. Okay, so what you're going to try and do is do ball taps with your feet like this, but you're going to try and tap up at the same time. If you're doing this with a ball, it becomes a lot more challenging as the ball moves around the court. Okay, but that's what I was saying. If you find it quite difficult, you could use something that won't move around instead, and that makes it a little bit easier.
I love how Joe called it our court. This is my tennis court.
This is our court.
Super. Right, we're going to see how many ball taps you can do in 30 seconds. Because obviously you've got 2 balls. Completely forgot which one you're counting there. So you're counting how many ball taps you are doing.
Extra hard for us because I can't feel when I touch the ball.
Yeah, exactly. So that is the challenge. Okay, on your marks, get set, go! If that ball falls off your racket, you have to try and pick it up again. You do not start from 0.
That's in my way.
There we go. So you're halfway through. Count how many ball taps you managed to do. It's very difficult to coordinate. Tennis players have to do things with their feet and their hands at the same time. That's why tennis is so tricky. You've got 3 seconds left. And stop there. How many ball taps?
53.
Good
I did
score.
an awful lot better than I thought I was going
Good
to.
score. Right.
I got into a good set there where I didn't make any mistakes for a little while.
Right. Do you think I can win? Place your bets now. Can I get more than 53? Let us know your scores. Are you rooting for me? Are you on Team Scott? Are you on Team Joe? I got a lot of support yesterday. I think I managed to...
You had to beg for the support.
I did have to beg on bended knee for everyone to go, yes, I'm on Team Scott. Right, I'm going to have a little practice. There you go. Got it.
it. He's got it. He made me do the demo because Scott wasn't doing it very well earlier.
I'm good at the old ball taps.
Indeed. How do we do? 49 for Bruno, 50 for Jack. Oh, Bruno, how does that feel?
How does that feel?
No other scores in yet. Right.
Second share.
Okay, everybody. Your timer starts on the beep. Beep. So Scott's got to count his feet, not the ones he's doing on the racket. That's a test in itself to try and focus down there on the feet rather than the racket. That's what we automatically want to do. Look at what our racket is doing because it's up here. Oh, he's lost his ball. He's lost the ball. Definitely not hitting it there, Scott. Scott was just waving his feet around. Using up a fair bit of time here. 3 seconds left, everybody. 2, 1, 0.
37. Oh, I got the giggles there.
Got the giggles, knocked his ball underneath.
Very difficult to coordinate two things at once.
At one point, Scott, the ball was over there, and Scott was just doing this. And when he became aware of it, he started to laugh.
We'll CGI the tennis ball in later. It'll be fine. Okay, right. It's not live, is it? Okay, right. So we're just going to have this to dampen the noise. What you're going to do,
I'm just going to keep knocking it out.
Just keep knocking it out of my way. You're going to have a racket in between you.
Doing this thing and working entirely on my side.
That's it, perfect. There we go. So we're going to have a racket in between you, which is your target. I've got to bounce the ball onto the racket, okay, and then Joe has to catch it. We've got to count how many catches we can get. It only counts if it hits the racket and then Joe catches it, or I catch it. Okay, so that's 3. If I miss the racket and Joe catches it, that does not count. Now, I can tell you're asking, what if you haven't got a partner? Well, you can have a wall there. So imagine Joe is the wall. I bounce it down. No, I don't.
You throw it straight against the wall.
I throw it straight into the wall and see if it then rebounds onto the racket, then I catch it. So I throw to the wall, then see if it bounces on the racket, then I catch. That's much more of a challenge, okay? So let's if you're against the wall or with your partner, your 30 seconds starts now. So bounce against the racket and catch. You do the counting.
I'm doing some counting.
There we go. I'm checking my watch. Make sure we don't run over. We could be doing this for 15 minutes. And we would never know.
As we have done in some other challenges the other weeks where I've forgotten to check.
There we go. So it's trampoline tennis, this is. You've got to practice your aiming. Oh! You've got to practice your aiming and your catching. 3 seconds left. And stop there. Nearly knocked over my orange squash. How many did we get, Joe?
22.
Let us know your scores. Okay, we're going to have another quick go, see if you can beat it. Let's see on this one if we can have a nice low ready position stance. Okay, so we've got bent knees. Okay, we haven't got bums sticking out. We're just getting down nice and low. So it's easier to aim then, and then it's also good for us to be able to catch out to the side.
Reactions, to change direction nice and quickly. Well done, Marina and Dad. Marina and Dad smashing us in every task, I think, so far this week.
Well done, you two. Well done. Okay, ready? Let's see if we can beat our score. 3, 2, 1, go! Is Joe counting again?
I'm on the counting.
He's good at counting.
Don't trust Scott's counting, you see.
Yeah. There we go. Oops. There we go. Come on, let's speed it up. So get down nice and low in your ready positions. Then you are able to aim at the trampoline in the middle. Oops. That's it. And you should get into a nice rhythm. If you're doing this against the wall, aim against the wall first and then try and see if it hits the racket. That's more of a challenge because obviously you're on your own.
What's your watch?
And stop there! How many? It was 1 second left.
Okay.
How many did we get?
31.
Woo! We
smashed
it! Air high five, guys. Boom. Well done. Okay, let us know your scores. Did you beat it? Did you beat us? Okay, right, so we're going to go on to the skill of the day. Brilliant. Oh, yes, we need a racket. Do we need an item on this one? No, we don't. Oh, you could actually have, I'll tell you what, while I'm speaking, Joe might get a resistance racket or a towel. Because we actually haven't got a towel. Okay, so I'll speak us through this one. The first exercise we're going to be doing is you're going to go on your forehand side Okay, you're going to do a shadow swing. This is why you might want a towel, or you might want something to add some resistance to your racket. Then you're going to cross over back to the middle. Then you're going to do a split step. Then you're going to go out to the side, do your backhand, cross over back to the middle, and split. So it's hit, cross, split. That's the name of the drill. So we'll demo it with the towel. Well, I'll get Joe to demo it with the towel.
So I'm going to start in the centre. Whoops. Scott's walking into my TV.
Okay.
And I'm going to go hit, cross, split. And now I'm on my backhand side. Hit, cross, split. Hit, cross, split. A bit faster now.
There you go. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. We've got a balloon in here and it's going crazy.
It's gone all over the place. You can probably see it just then.
That's it. So we're going to see how many forehands and how many backhands you can do in your 30 seconds. I'll get Joe to do it first. You can use a racket. You could use your hand. You could use a towel. Completely up to you. Ideally, you want some resistance, as if you're feeling, hitting that ball. Okay? 30 seconds. I'm going to stand here, out of the way. On your marks, get set, go! Count how many times you hit and get back to the middle. So Joe's on 2 now. So hit, cross, and split. When you're hitting, you should be turning away from the camera, the TV. So you're out to the side. When you're getting back to the middle, you're facing the TV. So you're constantly turning, crossing, splitting. 3 seconds left. Can Joe do another one? And stop there. He just finished. He did a split step on 0. Right, 13 to beat. Let us know your scores. Are you using a towel? Are you using a racket with a racket case? Let us know. Okay, ready?
Do you think that would affect people's scores? Do you reckon if you were using a proper resistance, with racket case, do you reckon it would be slower?
I think it will be a little bit slower. Just a little bit. We'll see. Let's test it out. Okay, ready?
When it says we'll test it out, we mean you. You have a different go. You say something different.
So when you're ready, let's have those ready steps. You're in the ready position.
Okay, and you'll start on my beat. Gladiators ready?
Gladiators, are you ready? Beep.
Okay, so you'll see Scott he counts, and he's back in the middle and he's done that split step. So that's his third one. And then we go from there.
Fell over.
He nearly fell over for everybody. And he's on a fairly easy surface to move around on here as well. Might need better footwork. He's loving that forehand, aren't you, Scott?
I'm loving it.
He really likes using the towel, that whip that it generates. You've got 2 seconds, everybody. 1 and stop there.
I got 10.
10.
There we go.
It's not a poor score.
Let us know. I do love practicing that forehand whip. Okay. So
you can see it on the camera where it suddenly comes at you. It'd be terrifying if this were in 3D, wouldn't it? You'd be like, oh, Scott's hitting me again.
So let us know your scores. Did you beat me and Joe? Did you beat your previous score? Let us know. Okay, so the next activity is called Follow the Towel. So I'll tell you what, I'll have Joe holding the towel for this one, because then I'm moving on to the forehand side.
And Scott's going to grab a tennis racket. That's the other part that you need here. Actually, what we do need as well is your 3 items, because if you're doing this on your own, you'll be needing the same thing. So I'm going to give a couple of these to Scott.
There we go.
So we're going to put these down, not quite in the same place as before, slightly closer together, so that Scott and I have a bit of room to stand in. Okay, and I'll be hiding in the corner.
So what we're doing is, it's called Follow the Towel. The towel is the target. And what Joe is going to be doing is he's going to be standing in different places, okay, along our living room. And I've got to move out. I've got to hit the towel with my forehand and then get back to my starting position, which is over here, practicing that crossover step. So if he's really far away like he is now, okay, I move, I hit, okay, then I cross over and get back, okay? But Joe's going to be moving every single time, okay? So I only needed a little step there. There, I just needed to turn, okay? If you're on your own, you don't have the towel, but you use the items as your guide. So you can hit a forehand here, get back. Then you can hit a forehand here and get back. Then you can, guess what? Hit a forehand out there and move back, okay? You can do exactly the same activity, you just don't have the towel. Okay, you could actually hold the towel with your other hand if you wanted to.
This only works on the forehand side.
But it doesn't work on the backhand.
If you want to hit the towel really badly, then you can still give it a go.
So every time, this is just every time you hit and get back, that is 1, okay? And we're going to see how many you can do. The person with the towel can choose, okay, which one they do. They could alternate between 2 for a few and then move over here. It's up to them. Okay?
You don't have to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can do 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1 if you want to.
Absolutely.
Okay, right, are we ready? Our time starts now.
I'm always following the towel.
Okay, and I'm just always getting out of his way. I'm starting to move the moment he's moving back. Making sure Scott's doing that crossover step, absolutely. Got 10 seconds left, everybody. Really want to challenge Scott with this far away one. Sometimes he does little crossover steps. So I'm keen for a big step. That's a nice big step. Let's go, well done.
I didn't notice what I did there.
Okay, and stop there.
Okay, I think I got 13 because I got carried away. I got too excited. I really like that drill. Okay, we're going to change over roles. So if you're on your own, you choose the items yourself. Okay, you go up to 1 and then you go through all the 3. If you're in a pair, the person with the towel decides. Let us know your scores. Okay, 30 seconds.
Give me a little practice go first.
A little practice. Here we go.
I'm going to hit that if you want that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. Try and make the towel do a loop-the-loop. That's it. And then I'm going to change it. There we go. There you go. That's enough practice. That's enough practice. On your marks. Get set. Go! Loop-the-loop.
We started in this room.
That's it. Oh yeah, you're counting, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's it. So keep the person with a towel. Can't really challenge them. Make sure they're always having to track that towel. That's it. Don't make it easy for them. So they're always constantly having to change the size of their steps. And stop there. Gosh, I looked at it just at the right time. Okay, how did you get?
15.
15. That's super. You can guess what the next progression is going to be. We're going to do it on the backhand side. So let's move these over just
a fraction.
a little bit. Let us know your scores, everybody. I'll demo what it looks like on the backhand side. So again, if you're on your own, you just go up to the items in turn, cross over, get back. Okay. If you've got the towel, you follow the towel person. Okay, right. How many scores? We've got 11 from Caroline. Well done. Hello, Caroline. 13 from Marina, 14 from Carl, 17 from Bruno. Some fantastic scores. Speedy feet. I would love to see some videos of these because I really want to see if you're practicing that crossover step. Okay, take some videos. I'd love to see them in this drill. Okay, ready? Is Joe going to do the timer?
No, yeah, we'll do, I suppose.
Everyone doing ready steps at home?
Until that beat goes, you hear them listening for that beat, that beat, that beat, beep. Okay, perfect.
Didn't do a crossover.
Oh, Scotty Scott. Okay, bearing it all the time, going right out of his way. I don't want Scott hitting me. Okay, crossover, good. He's going to have to do a big crossover here. Big one back to the middle, perfect. I want to see it again, Scott. Good. Okay, you've got 3 seconds left, everybody. And stop there.
Oh, 14, I think.
14. Well done, Scott. Improvement.
There we go. Improvement. Maybe the video replay might prove me wrong. Let us know your score.
I'm pretty sure the last week I thought I got a better score than I did, and so I looked and I realised I did get 50 or something.
You want to do a practice go?
Yes, I'll have a little practice go. Now I might even do a one-handed backhand today.
Ooh.
Cheeky one-handed backhand. Still got the same footwork here when I'm doing this.
Obviously, be careful of people's hands, guys, as well.
What Scott and I are trying to do is hit the bottom. I'm aiming, we've got a little blue bit on the bottom of the... I'm actually aiming for that when I hit this.
I don't want to just imagine people hitting
Hitting
their
the
hands.
hand.
Be careful, guys. Ready? 30 seconds. Starting now. That's it. So it's move, hit, crossover, and let's see that split step as well. Once you get back to that position, try and do that split step. Okay.
I've got a nice stationary target here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, I haven't moved, have I? There we go. Sorry.
Scott's.
I was too busy. Yeah. There we go. Just wanted Joe to do a lot of moving. You see.
I don't mind that.
And stop there. Oh, there you go. How many did you get?
Honestly, I have no idea because I was too busy thinking about you standing still.
There you go. I just wanted it to keep moving. It's fine. There you go. So I think I won that one. Let's move the 3 items out of the way, especially if they are bottles. Okay, we're going to move on to our challenge of the day.
So yep. So our challenge of the week, really. Is
Challenge of the week.
So if you, one of those. The other say if you didn't join us yesterday or you haven't ever done this before, we're doing what we were calling pendulum kicks. This is the one where we keep the ball in the middle of us, and between us, we just try and kick the ball from foot to foot. We recommended yesterday that if you had a yellow ball or a harder ball, use a harder ball rather than the spongy ones we do, because sometimes we stand on them and then we lose control completely. We don't have much sensation of hitting the ball with our shoes on here.
So change your tennis balls if you've got different tennis balls at home.
New balls, please.
New balls, right.
Scott, what did you get yesterday?
Oh. Do you know what? I actually looked this up. I think it was 43.
No, 48.
48. I got 48.
Scott got 48. I got 59. And
59.
I do reckon I can do better than that, but it's going to take some concentration. So
right.
Please forgive us if we go deathly silent.
Silence, please. Ready?
Exactly.
30 seconds. Starting. Oh, I'm not going to know when it goes, to be honest. Starting now. It's all quiet now. Ten seconds left. And stop there! I got 50. I only beat it by 2. I had to keep looking at my watch to see it.
You said 10 seconds, and in my head I thought I counted 10 seconds. I was thinking we should have ended by now, but it helped me because I managed to beat it.
How did you get?
63 today.
Woo! There you go. Improvement from both of us. Fantastic.
Did you improve at home, everybody?
Did you improve? Let us know your scores. I improved it by 2 today. Okay, let's see some of the scores that are coming in. We have 42 from, who was that? Is that Annalise doing that one? 66 from Marina, 68 from Carl, 68 from Bruno, 68 from Jack, 73 from Bruno. Super. Well done.
Any cricket, there's some high scores.
Isn't that a big improvement from Bruno? Did you get 73? Yes. No.
73 is what you got today. It wouldn't be an improvement at all, Scott.
Oh, sorry. I can't do any counting, can I? 33 from Nina, 62 from Mia. Well done. Fantastic scores. Let us know. Do a thumbs up or thumbs down if it was better or worse than yesterday. Doesn't matter if you go down.
Absolutely.
Progression can be like this.
You've got 3 more days this week. You might find that your best day turns out to be Friday. It might be that your best day is tomorrow. We don't know, but we're just trying to beat your score from Monday as the week goes on.
It's a very tricky exercise. Very tricky exercise to do. So let's do our very quick recap because we're actually on time. My gosh.
We started today with our three item shutter run. That's the one where we practice our crossover step, and we move from item to item, adjusting the size of our crossover steps in order to get us back. We weren't very far away. Little one, very far away, bigger one.
Then we did our balancing catch exercise. So we're throwing it out to the side and you were seeing if you can maintain your balance while you're catching.
Okay, some questions there. You can throw it higher or lower.
One of the hardest exercises we did next, which was the ball taps and bouncing up as well, which is super difficult.
Remember, Scott got into a laughing fit in that one. Before we moved on to our trampoline tennis, we had the racket in the middle, and Scott and I were working as a team. Good low ready position, trying to aim to get that on the strings and catch.
Then we were progressing on from our skill from yesterday, which was our crossover step. So we were going hit, cross, split. Okay, and then followed by
us following the towels. We had those 3 items on the floor. Scott was moving around, making me vary the size of my recovery step while I practiced either my forehand or my backhand, depending on whether it was the first time or the second time we've done it.
So today and yesterday we've done a lot of crossover step activities. So
for our recovery.
Hopefully you are experts at it. I want to see some videos of that, please, from home, just to see how well you're all doing. Okay. Finally,
we had our competition of the week, which was our pendulum kicks. You'll remember those because they were about a minute ago.
And that was our challenges today. That was it. So we have already filmed our lockdown challenge. It is another balloon challenge. So have fun with that one, guys.
I think you'll find it's another cheeky balloon challenge.
It's quite a difficult one. There's going to be quite a few outtakes in that one, I can assure you. Okay, and hopefully you enjoyed today's session, and we will see you tomorrow. If you would like to buy us a coffee, there is a link in our description below. Have a fantastic day, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Jazz hands to finish, while I have to find the end stream button, and
Always the same.
Bye.
Always the same.